let's move on to elections. I understand that Nikki Junewicz, the election committee, presented proposed amendments to the election rules. Now, there was a packed student assembly meeting on Thursday, and so it only got maybe a couple small questions in on the elections committee.
Yeah.
But for those of you who don't know, the elections committee is comprised of senior members of the student assembly and the university assembly, and they set the rules for the election system, which then have to get passed through the student assembly by a majority vote. Now, the biggest proposals, and I think Nikki Junewicz called them slight changes, but they are very big proposals, is to break up the slates and implement a hair system for electing the candidates. Now, I'd like to know, as former Executive VP of Internal Operations, as Executive Vice President, what do you think of these proposed changes?
So, I haven't, I don't know which way, frankly, I'm going to vote on these proposed changes. I'm going to look it over the next week, and I know, she's still in the process of making a few changes, like campaign finance. Previously, if you didn't turn in a receipt, you were automatically assumed in violation of the rules, and you were just basically kicked out. And then last year, if you didn't turn in a receipt, you were automatically assumed not to have spent any dollars. So I think there's got to be some sort of middle ground. So there's certainly a couple of changes that need to be made. I think
the big changes, Nikhil. Focus on the big ones.
The big changes. I'm not sure. Frankly, personally, I think the more stability in the election system, the better. And I know this new system of direct elections has only been in place for a year. I know the slate system has only been in place for a year. So, certainly the elections committee has to make a strong case that the system can be improved upon for next year, and that there's a good reason to change the system so quickly in order to get my vote. So I'm certainly...
You're on the fence, right?
I'm on the fence, yeah. I don't know exactly which way. And I do know, the elections committee has put in a lot of good work, and they've done it in a very open process. They've involved community members throughout the entire process. They had an open door session last Saturday, which I don't know if the previous elections committee has ever done that, in order to just get community involvement in this. So I think the process is right. I don't know how exactly to judge the result just yet.